So hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we are now into the second half of the TSAPH Overwatch Clashfest. This is gonna be our last two matches of the night, and these are gonna be some big ones. First things first one up to the batting plate. It's gonna be Ohana Pride versus Vovawawtch, and I am joined by Mr. DodgeThiss this time into the cast.
What's up, guys? DodgeThiss here again. Here for the first time, actually.
After we were trying to call him out in the last one, apparently he wasn't supposed to be called, and in the end, now he is back for one of his favorite teams, to say the least. So, Mr. Dodge This has been very helpful in the community. He offered his coaching services to the staff clan and basically help out a number of teams. And could you tell us a little more of what you've done for the teams involved in the staff Overwatch Clash?
uh, for the coaching, it wasn't really much of a hard you do this, you do that. I usually I mostly did teach them concepts or general strategies, and I wanted them to think for themselves most of the time. So I did not hard coach them in a way that this is good. This is the way to go. Parang ganun, kind of teaching.
Yeah, truly. And well,
So why is this a good thing? Like why? Puro why? I always ask them why. Parang ganun.
why is it a good thing, Mr. Dodge?
Why?
What is usually the answer? Like why do you look for answers like that? Is it really
I
just
I
to
wanted them to
Mhm.
think like if they do know that this comp is good, why is it good then? Like they have to answer that. If they don't know it, then I will explain it. I will explain it.
Okay.
Parang
Okay.
ganun. So
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's the best way to learn is through yourself. And if you understand the answers, well, you are gonna be able to go do a lot more into this one. And well, as we have seen here for these upcoming two teams, they are very, very hardworking. Ohana Pride this time versus Bowatch. And well, we got some
exciting
familiar
match.
names here and there, to say the least. So right now we are just making sure that everything is going to be a-okay. We're fixing up the ping, but to get a little bit of an introduction there for Overwatch, we got IVTHA, Supreme 2K, Akashi, Zero Mouse, Yaja, and Evan on that side.
You pronounce this as fort, by the way. Fort.
Oh, IVTH for Roman numerals. Interesting. I love it. Anyway, go ahead.
So a bit of a background on Vovawawtch. I know most of all of their names actually. So Fort is a pretty long time Overwatch streamer. I lurk a lot in his channels back in the day, and he's a pretty good player. He plays a lot of roles as well, and he has a gold border to show his experience. And for the others like Shabelle, Zero Mouse, and J Supreme, uh, they were the winners of the Valorant PH Tapang Cup. So they're come to here. They're here to conquer another game
I know, right?
for
Two-time.
themselves, right? Two time back to back in a different game even. So and from Akashi and Emon from our hometown meme cord team. So Emon being one of the for being the support main in one of the first iterations of MMK. If you know of that team, that team.
I don't know that team.
And
What is that team?
so it was our team. I was the captain of that team, and we won some of the local tournaments back in the day, and you know Plus Attack and some of those other tournaments. It was pretty
Every time I
sad. I
hear that,
mean,
every time I hear that
let's
name, I
not
just laugh.
dig deep into that much further.
You
And
guys should.
Akashi, most of all,
Oh shit, Akashi.
probably.
You guys
I
should have
probably
heard
say
of him.
he's their best player right now,
He's been the
and
most famous player also.
So what do you know? What do you know about Mr. Akashi, Mr. Daks?
Well,
I know
Mr.
you know.
Akashi, all I have to say is, if you're ever looking at someone big time, you will see this guy there in that party, ready to go, guns a blazing, looking to impress with his Genji and whatever hero he has been taught. He's also a DPS for
Exactly.
Team Meme Cord in the new invitationals alongside Emon, who is on support for that team. And it really is, it really is gonna be time for Akashi to truly shine in this set. I only have great expectations here for Akashi, to say the least. And in all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised to see him have a great clash against the other DPS on the other side for Ohana Pride.
About Ohana Pride, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So
I
Ohana
do wanna
Pride. Pretty solid lineup as well.
Yeah, it really is. Beardman, Bimby on that tank line, so our admin's gonna be coming together as one to work together to hammer down anyone in their face. They love playing that Ryan Zarya together, and they love playing that Ryan, especially for Mr. Beardman. He's just so on point.
Yeah,
with
he's
that
a really aggressive Ryan. Like I like his style. He's
Mhm.
almost like mine, you know. And Bimby, not bad, not too bad himself. Founder of TSAPH, and also a really good Overwatch player. And now he's on the off tank. Surprisingly, I didn't know he plays off tank nowadays.
Yeah, we'll
Because he
see.
used to be a DPS main.
Yeah, we'll see. He likes
And,
playing that Reaper also, but
and
we'll see
we
how
have
the configuration
Kronos on the counterpart of Akashi. Really good DPS player on his own right. I'm excited about their duels later. No?
Yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting. We got also Kyrie plays Mikaru and V. Those
I don't have much background, pero I know Mikaru from Apex.
Ooh.
And he's a really good support player as well. I played a few games with him, with Noctile from NPC. Yeah.
And there you go. It seems like all our players are now ready to go. So we just talked about the teams as there were a bunch of VPN issues as well as latency issues there for Kronos and the crew. But now we are ready, set, and looking to get into this one. Lijiang Tower, Kings Row, and Dorado gonna be our maps as per usual. And let's get into the first game. Ohana Pride gonna be on the left-hand side. Vovawawtch on the red instead. Well, this is gonna be truly an interesting time to say the least. Are you guys ready for some great TSAPH Overwatch Clashfest action? I am, and we are gonna start things off again on Night Market.
So Lijiang, one of my favorite maps definitely. We always used to run this in MMK. Like it's our go-to control map most of the time, right?
Yep,
So,
anyone loves to play this map. It feels like sure there are some really good control map options like Busan, like Ilios,
Busan,
Nepal,
yeah.
and I mean Oasis. All of them are pretty good, but Lijiang Tower really stands above and
Staple,
beyond everything
yeah, the
else. It
staple.
really is. It really is. And hey, Ohana Pride. There we go. The Ryan Zarya as we expected. Kronos gonna be playing that Pharah, and Kyrie plays playing the McCree. Mercy Warrior right here, right now, all about to stay for Ohana Pride. And something to note about Kronos, he is coming in from pretty good high. So basically, in the new wave invitations that I've been doing, his team. Wamanagi 2.0 with a perfect record throughout the regular season. 7-0 in terms of matches, 28-0 in terms of map score. And while being part of an illustrious team like that might really give you the confidence to do so great. Such a young gun looking to impress. But it's Akashi on the other side playing that Genji. And I can't wait to see the speed play.
Oh, let's go.
Okay,
so they're gonna be red team going straight to the point.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. So Akashi's playing his Genji, which is really interesting after I've seen his training montage basically of different heroes. But when in doubt, go to something you're comfortable with, and hopefully his jitters don't get the best of himself. Already going for the flag already, but Kronos from above, everyone out of time. And Akashi, the first one to get the kill on the other side. Fort gonna get rid of Beardman as well. But if the bar is not ensemble, but Akashi's doing it! He gets Kyrie plays and gets out of dodge real quick. Vovawawtch losing the point, but hey, Akashi impressing already as Ohana Pride starts things off strong.
But not to mention, Kronos really did a lot of damage right there. He was pretty much uncontested with his angles in the window, so pretty hard angle for a McCree to kill him in this map.
We'll see the change from Akashi will do stuff as Emlyn right now gonna be getting in position with that Lucio. Tries to go for the boop on the Beardman, but the Steadfast really helping him out. And look at the sustainer from Micro and Vito, and Kronos right now with the Rocket Barrage. Deflect though from Akashi, gonna be able to get enough damage done. Fortunate to get that kill, but unfortunately for Vovawawtch, they just don't have enough Bimby with 100 energy to his name.
Full
So
energy. Power overwhelming, bro. So,
nigh unstoppable baits, especially that Zarya. 100 energy, deflect in front of you, haha, just laugh at and scoff at it. And Ohana Pride looking to really be the alphas of this
the ult
back
economy
Kronos.
though, so we have Gravel up and coming, and we don't have a sound barrier on Emon yet, so that might be a problem for Overwatch.
So, interesting note for Vovawawtch, they don't have that Ana, so Akashi will have to rely on the beat play or maybe Coalescence to help him out. But J Supreme 2K, he's been a veteran, I believe, from the Overwatching way back when. But Beardman, the aggressive playstyle comes out. Akashi in the meantime in behind gets two, but Bimby gets the catch on with the Gravity Surge, even getting rid of Zero Mass along the way. And Ohana Pride again surviving another fight dodge. It seems like every single time that Vovawawtch decides to go for the push, they get some kills, but Ohana Pride stays alive with some members.
Yeah, their sustain is really good, especially with the double main healer, and they're keeping up their tanks up. And two of the tactical toolkits were used into stopping that push, especially Akasha's Dragon Blade was stopped using the grab.
Yeah, and I like how Evan swaps over to Diana, but it might be too little too late unless a nade actually connects into the back line. There we go with a very defensive grenade, and it is going to be time for Siaza with the Coalescence instead. Rocket Barrage though from Kronos. It's an entryway just to die. Jay Supreme already going down. Here we go with the Deadeye being fried by Zero Mass, but Kronos does get two. Carry plays in behind doing the same thing, and Ohana cried into this one looking for more and more. That is just going to be a clean sweep here from the Luhan side.
So I think the composition for Vovawawtch wasn't working out well for them, and the angles are the sustain wasn't there, the combo wasn't there, like Nano Blade wasn't there as well. So I think they need to fix their composition into this upcoming stage. So just switching it up.
I want to see them actually whip out that Nano Blade. Evan had the right idea with the Ana to punish Mikaru and Vito, but it seems like they're gonna go in a different route, and this is the battle we have been waiting for, Mr. Dodge. Kronos versus Akashi. Maybe a preview was to come in the playoffs in the new Invitationals, but right here, right now, we are in the TSAPH Overwatch Clashfest, and this is gonna be a sky-high fight. Will the clouds or the cloud be the limit? We shall find out.
Shots incoming, so
hey,
it's a dogfight up there.
Top Gun, mate. Top Gun. Highway into the danger zone.
Oh, here we go, here we go.
I will see if Zero Mask can do something about it. Confrontation though. Into the front line. Who will get the direct hit first? Akashi avoiding. Kronos doing the same. And it seems like all of this
lines though, 4v4 on the other side.
Yeah, 4v2, 4 versus 4, 2 versus 2. Beardman though, getting the wins, but Akashi taking care of the Fort of Mercy. It really seems like for Vovawawtch, they are going to be relying on their DPS. Akashi is now looking for a target, way too close to the Reaper though, but 3 direct hits say goodbye to Kyrie Blaze. Vito going to be fading on out, Evan with the resurrection, and this is looking to be the Akashi, so Evan gets the save just in time, but is getting vaporized by the beam. Bimby holding that one off again with 192 in save. Kronos goes back for revenge, and Ohana Pride with initial capture and facing off with the opposition just in front of them.
So they're getting pushed back right now, and the sustain wasn't there. The ground fight was won with the Reaper pick. Oh no, he falls to the...
Yeah, Fort gonna be the first one to fall here, mates, and it is just gonna be the Zarya falling on down. Every time a Zarya dies, it hurts him a lot more than anyone else because that energy gets reset. And well, for Bimby though, he's good, such a good jungle so far. I'm really impressed with how Bimby is playing this Zarya. He's always at high energy in many states. Kronos now getting rid of Siaza, and I guess for Kronos, if he can't win the dogfight, he will win the ground game for his team instead.
So yeah, the push there was won because of the Reaper pick. So the 4v4 didn't leave much allowance for Vovawawtch to push into the control room. Oh, there we go.
Here goes
Reaper.
with the Shadow though in hand for Beardman. Carry plays trying to come in close. Akashi in the meantime though, looking for a flag, but Kronos gets the hit. And can Kronos get that kill? Barrage is available. Backing on that to the point. I love how Bronze Pride is just coordinating their defense with playing onto the objective. But Beardman unfortunately just taking too much damage there. Rocket Barrage in hand.
There we go.
Mask gets the free shot, and Vovawawtch gonna be able to get the advantage.
Oh, that's an overcommitment though.
Oh, I mean, they bought the Coalescence. It's not the worst thing to lose.
I mean, the Earth Shatter was wasted in that
Earth
fight.
Shatter at the end, I guess. I do want to commend though for Ohana Pride, even though they lost that fight, it seems like their coordination is on point here, Dodge. They all backed out to the objective and were trying to go for the cycle. Unfortunately, they were caught. But it really goes to show they have those ideas, they have those steps, and all they need to do right now is to take it on to the next level.
Exactly. So here we go, another dogfight. Might be the decider for this next fight. And they have 2 tank ultimates as well, so they might be going to advance.
He's up on top, has to disengage, so feels that it's too dangerous, and Beardman with the beautiful shatter does get forward with that one. Jason Ring already pinned up, grabbing the surge, there is into play, and Bimby, wow, that is a black hole to remember. Akashi getting caught into that one, can't go for the barrage, and Ohana Pride getting the shutdown again.
I'm not too sure about that grab, honestly, though.
Mikaru?
I think it wasn't needed. Wait, what?
No, I think it was. I know, I was like, Mikaru, what are you doing? The Graviton Surge I think was really good because it secured the fight. It would be a lot messier if Akashi was able to get on out. And well, it's really good usage of the ultimates. 2 of them topped out and tossed out. Microdo falling down kind of hurts them in the long run. But we'll see if Kyrie Plays can do something. Graviton right now from Fort instead. Akashi making it rain does get 2. And Bimby caught in the crossfire again to get a 3rd right there. Kyrie Plays his time to shine perhaps. He already gets stunned up. And then Death Blossom is absolutely free. Hit by one, take one. Spin a Rooney right there from Kyrie Plays. And that is game. Clutch there from Ohana Pride.
So the stun wasn't there for the Death Blossom, and it was their only ulti for that fight, and honestly worked out well for them since Zero Mouse wasn't able to flashbang the Death Blossom.
Yeah, he did it a little earlier. He was trying to get the kill as quick as can be, but unfortunately it didn't happen, and that was a punish play. Chronoso would play up the game, showing up with the Rocketeer here.
Look at those angles.
Look at
Kill him so
fast.
fast.
And it really goes to show, like, we talk about Wamanagi from in the weeks of New Wave Invitationals, but it really goes to show their roster is really strong because Kronos, as I've said before and many times, he would be a starting string lineup in many other teams, and including this one, Ohana Pride, having such a great DPS right there, taking on some of the best in Akashi. But well, that is Ohana Pride taking that first map by storm.
So I expected it to be more close, but let's see with the King's Row map. I think it's pretty much the decider of most of the maps. I mean the matches here. So King's Row, a favorite of everyone.
Yeah, true.
And
My favorite, everyone loves it. And they are going to be able to pick the side. Now, I believe we were able to catch something here real quick. Let's see if that's going to get broadcast there. And, well, it seems like it isn't, but there you go.
They have live replays on.
Yeah, but there you go. So, yeah, you got to running Akashi with that Death Blossom. But look at this, he gets stunned up, and then Death Blossom is absolutely free!
Technology.
Spin a Rooney right there. The flashbang. You can see the stun come, and it could have been
Was
great.
it there?
It was there, and he got the flashbang. But as soon as they didn't get the kill, that was the moment they knew they fucked up. That was it, and that was the show.
He still died though. He still died. McCree still died, right?
Yeah, exactly. So the McCree flashbang, right? But then, oh, the Reaper's still alive, and now he just went through the shield and span around. And that was easy tidings there for Ohana Pride. Really unfortunate. But hey, they deservedly take that first map, and they are going to be on the defense first here coming into King's Row. Ohana Pride on the D, Vovawawtch on the attack. And what can we expect here potentially from Vovawawtch? Will we see something a little different from Akashi, especially if it's something he's been training for his entire career?
I mean, I'm excited to see how Akashi plays this next map, especially if he uses one of the heroes he's been practicing, which is Echo, and you know, Mr. Billy and you would be the ones
spoiling it. I was trying to keep it a secret, honestly, which is really interesting because we saw Akashi and Kronos face off in Pharah versus Pharah. Now Kronos is a really good Pharah Genji. Akashi is a really good Pharah Genji as well. So that is really the matchup to check out on. But I do have to commend Ohana Pride and their tank line. Beardman and Bimby have been completely on point, and Bimby is doing so much damage out of nowhere. The Zarya always at high energy, and Vovawawtch doesn't only need to win that DPS slug off, but also find a way to shut down that tank line, because Beardman and Bimby are looking nigh unstoppable, creating the tournament and enjoying it to the fullest degree. Fort and J Supreme 2K have to do so much more coming into the second map. And here we are, King's Row, gonna be our second map of this set. If Ohana Pride takes it, they move on. But Vovawawtch might be looking for a decider and force out Dorado next. We will find out if that is gonna be coming up to par as we get into our second map of this set. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, and Mr. DodgeThiss, King's Row. Classic stuff, but I do put the advantage. I do have to put the advantage though for Ohana Pride, because Beardman and Bimby played Ryan Zarya even on Gardens, and they played it so well. And King's Row
they probably won the tank matchup at that point, right? Since the synergy was on there. Like, props to the support line though. They really did well keeping up the tanks there, and Kyrie Plays wasn't too much of a slack as well on the DPS role, doing especially that clutch Reaper play at the end.
It was because of Kyrie Plays they won that fight, and holding on to the Death Blossom to the right time was very commendable. So kudos there to Ohana Pride. I do want to see more utility from them. Playing Mercy Moira is kind of the easiest option for the support line, and it does give you a lot of healing, but at the same time, this is the potential punish. Like, Emon is on the Ana, but Maikaru already anticipating plays the Batiste instead. Double hit scan, double barrier. It seems like a meta here for Ohana Pride, except that Moira usually get the Zen or the Ana there. But in the meantime,
they practice this. It seems like a rehearsal. The strat is real.
I love this.
They're gonna be great.
Hey, it shows that Ohana Pride cares about the game so much. They watch the Overwatch League or anything, maybe even contenders, and they settle up in a way that they are on the high ground. We're going for the crossfire here between Kyrie Plays and Kronos, and I can't
they're moving.
see.
Really
I can't
good
really see what
rotation
Ohana
from
Pride
them.
gives us, Mr. Dodge, because they really feel like that they are going to be a team really caring about this game. And Kronos takes care of Bokashi on the high ground, and this is just such a good flag. This is such a good kill zone here for Ohana Pride so far. Shots keeping on coming. Ult is there. Zero Master with the kill instead. Flashbang. And
there we go.
That is just Zero Mask getting the momentum. And if Bokashi can't do it, it's Zero Mask instead. Looking to be the real star of the show. Supreme with the
really
shatter.
fast.
Catching out Gumby as well. That's really, really quick. And Overwatch forcing the opposition out immediately.
But then again, it's pretty much another wasted shatter from J Supreme right there. He could have used it for the next fight since they already won with those 2 picks, right?
Listen, Dodge, you kinda, you know, sometimes you need an ultimate to secure, and if you get that really quickly anyway, it is such a show of force.
Fair enough, fair enough. You did get it really fast.
He swaps him into the Reinhardt, so both of them are pretty even, but Beardman has shown he has a lot of strength on the Reinhardt to begin with, and he is just able to get 43% immediately, clashing
Look at his positioning though.
Is so on point right now, and he's playing out to the corner. Ohana Pride showing a lot of game knowledge, but that is going to be a decretion connecting on J Supreme. I feel now to save Beardman. Dealable fights from the supports as well as the tanks, and the Fluxo will connect onto the Zarya. Into the backline we go. Coalesce is going to be in the place. Shiaza trying to keep the top up as Emin falls, but Vovawawtch running out of space to work with Beardman now with a shatter, and Ohana Pride might be able to take this one immediately. Grab the search for fourth. Will this be the turnabout play? J Supreme is hammering away, and that is just easy pickings for Vovawawtch.
6 kills! Oh my god!
Ace there for J Supreme. Unsung hero fort. Let's watch that one again. Wow, that is just a beautiful Graviton search from fort, and J Supreme is in position.
And it feels so good as a Reinhardt.
I feel like for Micro and Vito falling a little too earlier into that one, it kind of hurt them. Micro also using the eye field for the standard engagement, and that should have been around the time where the eye field would be
Nanoblade.
But Nanoblade now, win condition here for Vovawawtch, and we'll see if Akashi can get the angle on in the first place. He's on the high ground right now, and into the air we go! It's time for Akashi's already got 3! He's absolutely insane here! Insane in the memory, gets 5 kills! Akashi is an absolute chaser of all those kills! Oh my god, Akashi, where have you been all my life?
This is the Akashi I know.
This is the Akashi that I know too. Oh, the nice available for Zero Mass, and Vovawawtch has been amazing with the combos. Zero
Let's
Mass
see if
doing
they
so
can
much.
defend this though.
Oh, that's
on the
first
last
point.
stretch.
Yeah, last stretch right now. Quickly executed by Akashi. Shatter gonna be able. J Supreme tried to go for it, but that's a flashback there from Kronos instead. But Zero Mass is on point. The Shadow's already used Mr. DodgeThiss, because that was a flashback to remember. McCree's getting kills left, right, and center. Kyrie plays backing on that, but it's Bimby time. He has that high energy, and you cannot face off the Zarya like this.
Oh, he's high noting. Oh, it's okay. You just need to regroup.
Yeah, so it's time for the reset. Beautiful defense there at the last moment there from Ohana Pride. Bimby again, the anchor for that damage. And kudos to that Zarya for doing so much into this set. He is just such a constant with the damage. He's always in position. What do you think? Can Ohana Pride hold this with this McCree Tracer composition?
They have 2 tank ultimates coming up right now, so I think they have a good chance of winning this fight. Especially the ultimates are not too okay. With that kill it's done. That push is done. You regroup.
I feel like this is the Akashi so, you know, DodgeThiss Akashi so the highs are so high but the lows are pretty low. And getting picked off by McCree out in the open, you gotta be more careful there, Mr. Akashi. Zero Mass doing a really good job.
You can't underestimate Kronos.
Yeah, that Kronos is some force to be reckoned with. I like Zero Mass is really respecting this. He's behind the shield. Xiao's and Emon right now looking to play those ultimates. Akashi needs to work a little quicker to get that played to do the same thing again with Emon. But here goes the shadow lost up by J Supreme, and that's gonna be a flashback as well. Migrating coming online, grab the search right now. I feel it's there. They get the shot out of the gadget, and Zero Mass with 2 with that there. I counter grab them from Bimby. It's still not gonna be enough. And look at Overwatch. They are winning the fight without using the Nano Boost or the Blade, and they are ready to just bring in the reckoning coming into this next clash.
So they have Nanoblade coming up right now to finish up the fight. And I think they're gonna use it right now. Okay.
There you go for it. This corner though, and in fact for Akashi, slicing up Micro Beardman with the hammer. A little too close for comfort. Very dangerous up there from Akashi, and he will get punished accordingly. J Supreme though with the shatter. Corpse is already dead, and that is just basically a wasted one there. But Cronus with the Deadeye gets blocked up instead. Spin a Rudy from the Wrecking Ball, and Bimby trying to stay alive, but that is going to be the payload needing to be contested by Kyrie Place onto this one. Shaza will be able to get that
they have to take care of this Wrecking Ball. He's gonna be stalling too much.
And look at the Zenyatta bringing in the damage as well with the Super Orb. Harming though, not really the best target. Micro right now gonna fall on over. Bimby still. Oh my god, he gets the boop onto the Zarya. And Bimby is doing it, ladies and gentlemen. He is absolutely clutch so far with the Zarya, with the ball. And mines are available, but he's gonna be slowing on down. Sets up again to try and get those kills. The Zero Mouse will go down. Coalesce is gonna be into play here from Overwatch, but they're running out of time. They're on the 2.8 mark. They're going around and around, Mr. DodgeThiss. You know, it's a classic thing we see in the PH scene. And, well, I guess this Wrecking Ball has saved the day.
I mean, who does that? Who does that? Going around the point? Unheard of.
Oh my god.
They just need to regroup, and I need someone needs to stop that. M1 or Zero Mouse can easily stop that with their abilities.
Yeah, I'm really surprised Vovawatch was not able to stop that. They have the experience against antics like that in their career, especially between Emon and Akashi, especially Emon. He knows how to shut that down really well with a sleep dart, but unfortunately, I guess
he might have that shot that hit it.
That didn't happen, and oh, Bimby staying on the Wrecking Ball. He was feeling very confident, but now it's very different to be proactive with the ball, and he is gonna go for it. Pile Driver will connect onto 2, I believe. Gets him 50% ult charge, getting closer and closer to that minefield. But Akashi, you cannot do this against a Zenyatta that has your mark. You have 76 HP. What are you even doing, bro? And this is time for a Beardman with the shatter instead. Zero Mouse will go down. Emma with the counter kill, and the Nano Boost and the Blade are available. Here comes the shots from Bimby. Desperate to get rid of Akashi, but Akashi gets the kill instead. Right now from 4th, and that is just way too much of a commitment there from Ohana Pride. They knew the Nano Blade.
And above 1 minute even.
Yes. They knew the Nano Blade was coming, and it is way too desperate from Bimby to get that kill. And in the end, the rest of the team was the real focus. Vovawatch finishing up the map, but that was a really good 3rd-point defense there from Ohana Pride.
That was a good game. I mean, that was a good push from them. You know, good hold as well from Ohana Pride. Holding that, they had 4 minutes into coming into that point, and they basically shaved off 3 minutes off of that. Like Bimby was the MVP in that defense, going around and around, and you know, you just doing Hammond things. And eventually, the big one was when he booped Port out of the map, and he was a high energy as well. He was the only one who could clean the team off of that payload.
And as I've showed you guys, that was the Nano Blade there from Akashi. He got 3 kills with 1 slice. Absolutely insane in the membrane. As I said, chasing those kills, like chasing that clout. You gotta see. Oh my god, he's doing it! Mr. DodgeThiss, he's doing it! He finally whipped it out! And this is make or break time for Akashi. This is basically a little bit of our personal bias right now coming into fruition. And this is gonna be truly him proving to us that he has learned his fucking lesson all throughout for this tournament. But Ohana Pride.
Play Echo.
Let's play Echo, guys. That is the answer to the meta. Just play Echo, you will win all your games. But Ohana Pride has proven to be the biggest test of them all. As a team, I gotta say Ohana Pride has so many check marks on the board. Vovawatch also the same kind of situation, especially with Zero Mouse doing so much out of nowhere. He's an unsung hero, to be honest, as we were hyping out Akashi even though he doesn't really deserve it from every single time. This is Zero
TP on top!
TP on top! That's a little dangerous, but this is a Bastion out of nowhere. Ohana Pride gonna be on as a statue. Sidelines are there. Akashi though with the shutdown, and that is why you play Echo, ladies and gentlemen. The focus of beam doing the damage needs to be done, but unfortunately for the side of Vovawatch, they were not expecting that at all. Everyone else getting torn apart by the Sentry Mode, and J Supreme and Fort can't do anything with a Bastion up there.
I mean, what could have they done is like hide behind the hotel and wait for Akashi to get the confirmed kill on the Bastion. They were still stepping out into the sidelines of the Bastion, so the damage was too much for them.
I think Ohana Pride knows this map so well. That's all I gotta say. We made it easy for many players that we have a map pool, but if you're an experienced team like Ohana Pride, knowing these maps, they're just rehearsed and they know these maps at the back of their palms and hands. Teleporting on there, so big brain. They are the ones truly insane in the membrane with that whole strat. But Akashi right now
waiting for the Echo.
Yeah, they're waiting for a play, they're waiting for a push, and Kronos
the
just
bubble.
easily bubbled up. That is just way too obvious, but the fire grenade from Eman, absolutely huge. It allows Akashi to get that kill. There we go with the fire strike already. Bimby blowing up the Echo, and here comes Fort right now coming in position. That is
barrier, though.
that McCree backing on out, but not the worst fight there from the side of Overwatch, but that's a little too telegraphed there from Akashi. He needs to be more proactive with this Echo. He's only at 50%, 53% on that duplicate, and he's not playing with the killer instinct that we expected and instilled onto him.
So I think he's pretty much scared of how the Bastion plays, and he just wants to secure the Bastion kill and probably hope to win. Pero you have to do it really fast, or else your team dies to the Bastion.
Ohana Pride though will get stopped. That is just not the best position for Kronos, but Micro with a big nade right now, and Kronos decides it's the world of tanks instead of Overwatch. Beardman with the pin gets rid of Fort. Here we go with the Nano boost on the J Supreme. Will get stunned up. Kronos will get the kill again, and this is just a pirate ship looking to not stop whatsoever. You see that shield dodge? It cracks down to the pressure, and that is going to be another
the
time back.
Bastion doing work. So
Ohana
the
Pride.
composition really working well. They're trying to support Kronos in every way they can. Bubbles, heals, nano boosts, or even the grenade on him.
I'll be honest here, Dodge. This is the wrong time for Akashi to be playing these random flyer heroes. He should be playing that Genji. He should be getting in the face of adversity, diving with his
Exactly.
team. And he is just overthinking this right now, trying to see for different counters. Zero Mask can't really do anything, but that is a hook from Fort, and that is beautiful to get the out position, but
Didn't get the kill though.
They didn't get
Oh, he
killed.
get
Coalescence and hold Beardman now with the pin, and Bimby in the board again. The Zarya looking nigh unstoppable. Beautiful bubble on the Beardman, and this is Ohana Pride saying to Vovawawtch, if you can do it, we can do it better times almost 5. Akashi can't even touch. He falls down to his embarrassment. And 4:55 on the clock. Ohana Pride has to be feeling so much pride into that one.
That's such a blow to them. After they did so well on the push, now they couldn't defend even close to their time.
It
And
makes a difference. It makes a
pretty tough
difference
time. I
at
mean,
that point.
I think they can still go 6 points on attack, pero this will be really tough for them. Unless a huge adjustment will be made.
Yo, all I gotta say though is it makes such a big contrast of Overwatch as well as Ohana Pride. Ohana Pride playing a Bastion comp, knowing exactly what to do with it, and then on the defense, knowing how to play that third point so well, even with the ball. Compared to Overwatch, where they're relying on their skill, they're relying on what they know as players, but not really into the map. And that is where they falter. They did not expect a TP up there. They didn't really have
The
any
TP
tools.
play is so big.
The TP play was big, but just trying to go for the retake against Sebastian was so wrong there from Overwatch.
Pero the reaction time for them was really slow, to be honest. Like
Yeah, that's true.
it was too late to retreat, since they were committed. Like they didn't hold the corner on like defensively, the defensive corner, and Akashi did kill the Bastion, but it was too late.
Yeah, and you know, for Vovawawtch, it feels like that's on that defense. It was really lackluster because they were waiting too long. They should have actually executed as quickly as possible. They should have picked the right things to actually counter it. And well, now they are going to go for that Nano Blade again, but Kronos already with the best idea of all. When you're playing against flankers like the Genji, you play that Torbjorn, he is going to be able to do so much in the first place. Carrier play still going to be backing on that. So the 76 will be moving on out.
Wow,
Beardman with the
Beardman.
pin! He does not care. He has no fear whatsoever. He's a father, he's a lover,
Press
he's
W,
a man
bro.
with masks behind his bed. That is absolutely scary. And he has no fear whatsoever. He wakes up every night looking at those masks and saying, I am not afraid from you. I think he has gotten rid of them though because he has a baby, but you know, there's the maturity there, knowing when to pin, getting into the hotel right
It
there.
was so risky, pero you know it wasn't
paid off.
punished, so it was good.
Yeah, we take those as we say.
Oh, the charge pin again.
Beardman doesn't care, and
Wow.
he is just the MVP of this defense! Gets the shatter on to 2, decides to destroy everyone else. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually gets the fire strike on the Kashi by this point. In behind the Pharah can do absolutely nothing against the Torbjorn turret, and it is going to be a true heroic effort here from Kronos. Micro even getting that final blow, but who is the Hercules of this trial? It is Beardman being the alpha right here. Remember who you are, Simba, and Beardman is going to remember who he is on that Reinhardt.
Damn, Beardman. Like this is the Beardman I wanted to see, bro. So I told you he's a really aggressive Ryan, and he doesn't fear anyone. You know, just press W. as anyone would say, to our Reinhardt. He gets
It
the
is.
job done. Gets some kills the other Reinhardt. Gets the shatter down. Cleans up everyone for him. For the team. That's the
Beardman has done
story.
everything. Look, the tank line of Ohana Pride is the biggest thing. Like we were talking about hyping out Chronos Akashi. They have been a really good show to see. Sakai plays the Zero Mask has been a really good duel as well. But Bimby and Beardman are the absolute stars of the show.
The chemistry.
Yeah.
It's really important for a tank duo to be.
So
You
on
know,
point,
they know how each other plays, and every time Beardman charges, there's always a bubble, so they couldn't stop him either way.
That's true. That's true. It's so on point. You see Beardman going for the aggression. Bimby is always ready with the barrier, and it is just unpunished there by the side of Vovawawtch. And this might be their tournament run going on down if they aren't going to be unable to hold. We do
This
have
will be
tiebreakers.
amazing if they full hold this. I swear.
With 5 minutes, and the best they can do for is a draw. They can't win this map anymore, and they are fighting for their minimum lives to try and force that tiebreaker. But Kyrie plays on the Widowmaker, and can you get the tracking on? A little slower on that one. You need to be faster than that for Overwatch itself. It's a very quick game, but we'll see the Widowmaker on the more like tracking.
Another charge.
Beardman, he's doing it again, Mr. DodgeThiss. He charges in, gets rid of J Supreme, and right now this is Team Ohana Pride setting up in such a good way. Resurrection though from Evan just goes for it. J Supreme right now brought back to life. Zero Mask will get a kill. That is just absolutely winnable here for Ohana Pride. They are putting J
another
Supreme quite low.
charge.
Beardman in the back line there, and Vito will get stunned up by Zero
That's
Mask.
game.
But look at this. Beardman and Bimby, we have touted them to be the
That's
absolute
point.
MVPs.
Match
and
point.
that is match points. Ohana Pride, well deserved with a 2-0. A really exciting time there.
Amazing.
But I really feel like Ohana Pride might be some favorites coming into this tournament.
I didn't really expect this the chemistry to be this good. Like they were strong. They were really strong on paper, but I think they're like they exceeded my expectations. Honestly.
Completely agreed. And there you go. Play of the game though with J Supreme and his free six man. But you know, there were some really good plays there from Vovawawtch, but in the end, consistency is key. And Ohana Pride was just completely on point all throughout. Like Vovawawtch had the highest of the highs. It had the best parts of the roller coaster. Unfortunately, every ride stops.
Straight line.
And there you go. You know, eventually you just dip on down at the end. Ohana Pride in the meantime, always a highway, a route you can rely on, and they move on to our other semifinal matchup.
Semifinals. Congratulations to them, and I think even Uber Server versus Ohana Pride will be even better.
I mean,
this
if
regard,
that happens, because their Oba server has to get through Ohana's
Oh, yeah.
team. But
Oh wait, I got it wrong. Ayun pala, I mixed it up. So they're gonna be facing off the next match.
yeah,
The
we're
winner
gonna
of the
be finding
next
out.
match, actually. So,
Yeah, we're gonna be finding out who that is. But Mr. DodgeThiss, you know, what's really a moment there that you think that Ohana Pride won in? Was it really just the tank line being so in sync and being so on point all throughout, or were there any real peaks there for Ohana Pride?
yeah, I think it really was the tank line. Like I didn't see any miscoms between the tanks, like overextending, like getting punished for overextending. Like they were there, even if he did overextend, like they were there to support him with the pressure, with the DPS pressure, the heals, and also the bubbles. So props to the tank line, honestly.
All I gotta say is though, damn, I'm really impressed with Ohana Pride. I love the guys to death, and they did so much there. Overwatch in the meantime, I can say that I was impressed with their moments. It gives us some really good clips, sure, but it feels
But
like
they didn't know what to do. Like
yeah, it feels
in
like you know,
response.
it's one of those YouTube videos where it's all highlights. That's what my feeling was from Overwatch. But kudos to them, really putting up a really good fight, giving us some really good moments. That 6K onto the Graviton Surge, that amazing blade, all and all the like. It was
The
amazing
compositions wasn't there. Like the right compositions for each matchup wasn't correct, or the aggression. I mean, they were not punishing Beardman very well, to the point that I think J Supreme got overwhelmed by the aggressiveness of Beardman.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. And well, that is game set and match there. Ohana Pride taking Lijiang Tower and King's Row. No Dorado for this one because it is still a best of 3. And here you go, guys, with our bracket. Only one more match coming your way. It will be Malaking Snail versus Scalar. That's gonna be a really
That's a
interesting one
matchup.
too. That's a matchup. What do you
Good
think
matchup.
about that one, Mr. Dodge? As you're gonna be hopping on that.
So I mean, having coached, I mean, I hope one of the teams I coach gets to advance to the
Move on.
semifinals. So I have good expectations for Malaking Snail. So I think they're probably like the best on paper among the 3 teams I coach. Mechanically wise, like
Mhm.
the from the base starting point. So they're really experienced players. I hope to see them do well.
Yeah, I can't wait. But hey, that is gonna be our next match coming our way. Stay tuned, guys. Stick around, though. This is the SAP Overwatch Clashfest. And remember, this is only day number 1. We still have a second day tomorrow, which will be the semifinals. And we have gotten our first 3 teams already. We will find out, though, which of those last remaining 2 teams are really coming our way. Malaking Snail versus Galera gonna be coming your way very, very soon. Stick around, though. We will be right back.